Hello friends, this is Mark from Courage Change Works. I trust that you guys are well. In continuation with the purpose series, I want to introduce to you what is the purpose of morals. Now let's look at this thing first. What on earth is a moral? A moral is, as I define it, I don't care so much about Wikipedia and other people's opinions. This is my opinion, and I'm just going to offer it to you as a suggestion for you to sit and chew on and ponder on. A moral is an individual guideline, a social guideline that either restricts or liberates you in your behavior, your language, and your attitude in life. They set things in concrete, your morals, that determine the rules that you live by. Now, a lot of people have got good morals, and other people have got bad morals. Here's the problem. What's good for me might be bad for you, and vice versa. Hence, me saying that they are individual guidelines and rules and regulations and standards. Call them whichever you want, but these morals are individually crafted and created by you based on your role models, your experience in the world, and also what you've seen and adopted, then adapted, and so on and so forth. It is your own doing. And the general belief of it is for something good and useful for the greater society. So my morals that I believe in, my standards of restrictions and liberations, I believe is going to do the social circles that I engage in, it's going to affect them positively, helpfully, this kind of stuff. But it might not necessarily be the case, because my understanding of my rules and regulations might be misinterpreted and misunderstood by others in society, and vice versa. The point I'm making here, folks, is it is an individual criteria that you've set in place for your guidelines, to your end, what is of a moral standard to you, with the belief that it's going to end up being positive. That's it. Simple as that. They are there to distinguish right from wrong, hence individualized. Because I might say stealing is wrong, but for another person it doesn't really matter, because they're hungry or they've got no money. So stealing in that case means do whatever is necessary, and that becomes the moral basis, the moral standard where your compass faces north. It helps us to establish what is proper. Now, my proper and your proper, again, is based on a lot of subcategories: social, traditional, family, religious, financial. All this, we can break it down yet again. But the overwhelming umbrella thing is proper. It needs to be proper. And that is the adjustment that sets your compass to north. These little criteria that isn't even a conscious thought. These things are all unconscious. Proper. And have you found that sometimes your morals restrict you and places boundaries? And when you live within those boundaries, it's good. And when you have to break the boundaries, those standards, for some people it becomes very uncomfortable. and that's when experience comes. Sometimes good, sometimes less so, but we grow and expand when we sometimes need to climb over these boundaries that we've set in place for ourselves. I don't know if you can hear that motorbike on the local road revving away at whatever speed he's traveling at. For him, clearly speeding is okay. I just wonder his reaction to the fine that he'll get. He might be a little bit cheesed off, but his behavior indicates that he doesn't care about the rules about the road in terms of speeding and the danger that it imposes, and that violates a lot of other people's moral rules. And when the punishment and consequence comes, you've got to pay X amount of currency because of your speeding. There's generally an adverse emotional reaction. Boundaries, morals, perfect example right here, right now in Stoke-on-Trent. How's that? Guys, that is it for this particular video. I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope I've given you some food for thought. If I have, please set food thought in the comments box, please. Like, share, subscribe. When you hit the little bell, pick all, because every time you do, if you do that, every time we upload a video, you'll get notified. For now, this is Mark from Carriage Chains Works, and I'll speak to you soon.